Good evening, good people. Good evening. Let me say hello to the folks in the chat. Hey, Nosy Rosie. Hey, Ashley. Hello, Pretty Brown Eyes 81. Hello, Skin Tight 70. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Pretty Eyes. Hey, Green Eyes. Okay, I got all the eyes up in here. I have pretty brown eyes, I have pretty eyes, and then I have green eyes. All right. Hey, Linda. Hey, Cynthia. Hi, everybody. All the eyes are in here today. What, the brown eyes? Okay, pretty eyes. What color is your eyes? Is it blue, green, yellow? No, I'm just joking. Because I have different eyes. Hey, guys. I'm sorry. Well, guess what I was doing today? I was just strolling to the YouTube world, the Instagram world, and I was just like looking at different things going on. Perspective said orange. Perspective said orange. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Perspective. Hey, so Mahogany. We was trying to see something. She said she's trying to see something. Hey, Rocco. Oh my God. She said they're trying to see some. All the eyes up in here. LOL. I heard all the blue eye, green eyes, and yellow eyes. Oh, yours is hazel. Okay, we got the hazel eyes going on. Okay, hazel eyes, blue, brown eyes, pretty brown eyes, and green eyes. Okay. I need the blue eyes to come in here too. Hey, Veronica. All right, so hey Renee. Listen, I was going through the YouTube world and the Instagram world, and I saw some interesting thing. So, guys, y'all heard about Pastor Whitehead, Bishop Whitehead, right? You heard about what happened at his church. He grabbed the woman. They showed the video of him grabbing the woman by the back of the head and pushing her out the church. Y'all remember that? Well, I think Larry Reid made a comment in regard to that, and a couple of commentators made a comment about that. So, and I think Larry Reid and Bishop Whitehead has been having some sort of feud going on. Right? I'm going to play some stuff for you, and I do not own the rights of these things, but I'm going to play some stuff for you to hear what's going on. And then I'm going to tell you that messy Tasha K has gotten involved in it. Messy Tasha K has gotten involved with it. Now she's going to have to write a check that her butt cannot cash because Larry Reid is going after her now. Ooh, but I'm going to play the bishop because Bishop Whitehead and Larry Reid are having some like feud going on, right? Yes, she interviewed him yesterday, Jackie. Yes, and they said some horrible stuff on the interview. I can't even play the interview because I can't find it. I was trying to see if I could play it for you guys, but I can't even find the interview. But let me just play this because Bishop Whitehead was making some like threats and cease and desist type of thing on Larry because he wanted Larry to stop calling his name. Let me just play this a little bit for you guys, and then I'm going to play some other stuff. She ain't got enough, pretty eyes. No, she doesn't. She didn't get enough of her mess. You know, Cardi B's coming after her house. We're going to look at that too. Hold on. Let's go play this. Spoke to the actual people that he said this is Bishop Whitehead was claiming that I stole from them, right? And they said it never happened. Okay? Y'all keep listening to Mr. Reid. He is a liar. He's a liar. Just people be afraid of him to pull up certain things. Yo, he's a liar. So cease and desist, Mr. Reid. Do not say nothing about Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead no more, and you will be served. You'll be getting something in the mail. The server's gonna come say, "Here you go." Okay. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and please pray for my church, y'all. Please pray for my church. He called. Okay, so Bishop Whitehead a couple of days ago put out this thing saying he's going to cease and desist on Larry Reid. He claims that Larry Reid has been spreading lies about him stealing and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know the logistic about none of this stuff. Okay. Only person I'm really like honing in is Tasha K, because you know what? She's the one who did the stuff that she did to Rob. So she's not on my good list. Anyway, so she had an interview with Whitehead, Bishop Whitehead. And in her interview, they made some derogatory statements, some horrible statement. I mean, one statement, they even got Bishop Bernard Jordan involved. She made some comments in regards to sexuality of Bishop Jordan and Larry Reid have been in a relationship and all that. It was ugly. It was ugly. Ugly. You get what I'm saying? It was ugly. So Larry Reid yesterday decided to address it. To address the live that they did, right? And guess who came on to his live? Bishop Jordan. And let me tell you something. Bishop Jordan came on with a calmness, and it was really, really. But I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna play when Bishop Jordan comes in. But let me just play this part of Larry's thing. Hold on.
From Bishop Whitehead, and I was like, okay, why he keep tagging me and stuff? What is it now? I keep having to address every lie you tell. So what I got to address again now, and I made my mind, I was not going to say anything else at all. And then went on to talking about other stuff, and we're posting about other stuff on IG, on TikTok.
Okay, this is Larry Reid I'm playing. This is his, and he had a 2 days ago he had a live, and he was addressing Tasha K and Bishop Whitehead defamatory comments that they have made in regard to Larry Reid and Bishop Jordan. Okay, so this is what I'm playing now, so you guys can hear. Hold on.
And on Facebook, but I guess this man, so I got to address this stuff that was said. So are y'all ready? Everybody on YouTube and Facebook, there are 3,000 of y'all watching me between YouTube and Facebook. I need for you to hit like. There's 653 of you on IG. I want you to get in the conversation.
Okay, this belongs to Larry Reid. I do not own this. This is done for Fair Use Act, for the purpose of information, criticism. What is that thing says? Hold on, I'm going to read it out, and so you guys could hear the purpose of me playing this. So I am just bringing it out because I'm doing some commentary, some comments on it, and I really want to. Okay, copyright disclaimer under the Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for the fair use for the purpose of such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All right. Thank you so much. And I'm going to keep that here so I could keep playing it so you guys could hear what's going on. Here we go.
Because I want the truth to go just as far as the lies. And I want you guys to understand where all this is coming from. In fact, type it in the chat. Where is all of this coming from? And I'm going to make it make sense to you as much as possible. You can make sense of crazy and ignorant. So I'm going to do that, okay? There are few people that I wish I have never met before or engaged or been seen by. Because some folk just say what they say, and I ain't never had a conversation with them in my life. Thank you for typing where is this coming from. I'm about to tell you where it's coming from. Okay, I'm also going to need you guys' help. My helper Ida is not here. Kendra, if you are watching, I'm going to need you to let me know the things that they said that was not true so that I can address those things and so everybody can hear it out of my mouth.
Okay, so he's going to address.
So I got tagged in something.
So he's going to address the things that are not true that Tasha K and Bishop Whitehead has said about him, as well as said about Bishop Jordan. So we're going to hear some of the stuff that they're talking about in regards to this. So Tasha's out here spreading lies again. She's all the way in Africa, but she's still being messy. Still being messy, still starting crap, still not doing the right thing, okay?
Bishop Whitehead, and it said, "You have messed with the wrong bishop. I got audio recording and I got proof and documents." At that moment, I knew for sure what my premonition was absolutely correct. I have a few enemies from the 20 years that I was pastoring. I'm pretty sure I made some people upset, but those were my members. And even if they're upset and they are mad, that's between me and them. Even if they are dancing with and embellishing stories, and those were still my members, and there was people that I was responsible for, and I lived my life and gave my life and my money and cars and houses and clothes and time and energy, which caused me to lose my wife and family. I gave it to them because I love them. That love don't change. You keep that love in your heart. When you pastor folk, man, you keep that love in your heart. So even those that decide to try to paint me in a way of paint a picture of me that ain't who I am and who I was to them, that's their prerogative, and that's between me and them. But what I hate to see is how media, particularly about 3 or 4 years ago, this one YouTuber whose name I can't say because the judge said that he can't say my name. So I understand the law, so I can't now say his name. But the judge...
Okay, we're going to go find out who that YouTuber is, because there is a lawsuit on that YouTuber with him. So I went and screenshot the case so I can... Oh, please. Sorry about that, guys. So I did screenshot the actual case, and I'm gonna pull it up for you guys so I can tell y'all who that YouTuber was that he had a lawsuit, and he ended up winning the lawsuit because the YouTuber could not prove the case, right? So I'm gonna pull up the case information for you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull it up. It was in 2001. That was a lawsuit they just settled. Let me bring it up. Okay, let's go pull it up. And it's Reid versus Moore. So it's Daryl Moore and is the defendant. Plaintiff was Larry Reid, LLC. And he sued him for assault, libel, and slander. Okay. And the motion to dismiss, okay, we had that. Let's see what the outcome of it. I think the motion was dismissed, failure to join an independent party file. And they did this through mediation. So that is the person that actually filed. He was suing because of slander and stuff that he said about him. He made some derogatory statement. We could read. Do you guys want to read some of the statement, or we can just move on? Should we move on? Or do you guys want me to read what some of the stuff that they were talking about? Well, let's do that. Daryl Moore. Yes. That's who it was. Daryl Moore. Yep, it was Daryl Moore. We can we can get the information on the case. But that's who a lot of the stuff that they were saying came from the case, but the case was dismissed, and neither party won, or they didn't have to pay any money out. That's what I have. It was dismissed on June 23rd, 2001. Docket last retrieved. Somebody retrieved this just recently too. Oh, okay. But I can pull that up later on, and we can. You said you want Dime want us to read? Okay. You want me to read it? Hold on, let me go pull it up then. Hold on a second. Let me just go pull it up. Yeah, I'm gonna well, let me just go ahead on pull it up, and then I'll read it later about this. But I just want to go ahead because this thing here I want to play is pretty interesting on what they said. But let me go ahead and play Reid's live, and then I won't forget about you, a dozen. I won't forget about you.
Done an order after going through discovery, and we went to mediation, and there was no truth found to any of the things that was being said. And because of that, of course, I won. What do you mean? They had to settle with me. Nobody paid me, and I didn't pay anybody else.
See, you hear that?
They had to settle me because you don't have any evidence. You just have stories and rumors and stories and rumors. So the judge said, look, take this down. They continue to go on and on. The judge said, take this down again. The next time said, okay, now it's ordered to take it down. And there's an order. And let me give you that case number.
I have the case number. That's the one I was pulling up.
All the lies that Whitehead is saying, being that he don't know me no more than any of you guys know me. He met me though. Let me give you the case number out of Ohio so you can go. Can I give the case number? I think I can give the case number.
It's public record. You could give a case number.
I might need to call my lawyer.
It's public record. You could give a case number. You just can't talk about it. I'm going to
find out for sure if I can say the case number. And if I can,
it's public record. You can say it.
I'm going to put it up under this video. Let's come back and I put the case number. It's out of Ohio federal court, a federal judge, and along with lawyers, find out it's just rumors. I don't know why people do this type of reporting and this type of conversation online for clicks, views, and money. But when I got out here to do this, I knew I wasn't doing it. So I made a promise to myself and you, the viewers, that I'm just going to do commentary on whatever is happening. And in doing that, what's ended up happening is that some people, who would that call me? The New York Post and the FBI said the same thing. They said, I know you're a commentator, but you're very journalistic at what you do. Because I just don't talk.
Okay, Guana Burner? What's the question? Hold up, y'all. There's a question on the floor. What's the question? Ingaya Burner. What's the question? Oh, you want to talk to me privately? I don't know how that could be. Send me a message on my my Instagram. Send me a private message on my Instagram. I'm Infamous Sylvia on Instagram. Infamous Sylvia on Instagram. Okay? Infamous Sylvia on Instagram. That you can get me privately on that.
To be talking, you got to have some proof. And if I ain't got no proof, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what the truth is. This could be a lie, but this is what was said. And this is what I think. And that's just how I am. I'm like that in my personal life. And I've always been like that. And so I brought that to my platform, and that's what I do here on the platform. So if I can find out that I can give you this case number, it's easily searchable, so I can't get a case number. Here's the case number. The case number is 1:, y'all put in the chat, 1:21-CB-00991. That's 1:21 1:21 CV, well, 1:21-CV-00991. And it's out of Ohio. It's federal court. So you can research that. These are the lies and the unfound truths.
Okay, here's the lies,
that Bishop Whitehead is spewing. Why is he doing it? Well, we do know, number one, that he's more upset with me than any outlet. The other outlets have dragged him, up one side, down the other.
And you know why they've been dragging Bishop Whitehead is because, his attire. And remember, he got robbed on television. On his live streaming. And as well as this most recent situation where he grabbed the woman by the back of the head and pushed her out the church. So he's been very controversial, and he's been very unorthodox as a minister. He's different. He's a different type of preacher. Toria, I don't say stuff like that. I don't put my mouth on the man of God. I don't say stuff like that. I just say things like, certain actions is unorthodox. I don't know if he's a false prophet. I can't put my mouth on that. I don't know. So all I can do is say that some of the actions are not becoming. It's like evil spoken of your good be spoken, evils be spoken of your good, something like that. I don't know. But I never talk about anybody's stance in their relationship with God. I don't know who's a false prophet. I don't know who's a prophet. Okay, here it is.
I just said what I think, and I think it hurt a lot because of my influence in the Black church. And man, I'm just doing my job. CV, not CB. CB 1:21-CV-0091, Ohio Federal Court. You go and look it up, read through all of those accusations. When you go and see that, this is going to prove.
Maybe I should read the accusations for you guys.
This exact same YouTuber has done nothing because the judge made him take everything down, and these audio recordings of these people calling in, they had a relationship with me authentically, but they're just embellishing stuff and painting stuff in a way, and it's just not the truth. And I ain't gonna.
Okay, so you know what, Marlena? I think I'm gonna do it because people are asking me to bring it up. Hold on, let me pull up the case for y'all. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me pull it up because I need to. I like to get the full pictures of things so you guys could understand what is happening. What is happening? Hold on. Let's pull it up. And it's I got to find out what district it is, so I pull it up. It's the Northern District of Ohio. Is it the Northern District? Let me see. Yeah, it's the Northern District of Ohio. Okay, I am going to read this to you guys. All right. It says Larry D. Reid, ETL, plaintiff versus Daryl Moore, defendant. James G. Gwynn, United States District Judge. Plaintiff Larry Reid and Larry Reid Live, LLC, sued defendant Moore for posting allegedly defamatory videos about plaintiff Reid. The parties settled the case and signed a settlement agreement. On January 2022, the court granted plaintiff motion to enforce the settlement agreement. Now, the plaintiff again moved to enforce the settlement agreement. Plaintiff alleged that defendant Moore continues to violate the agreement by not removing the videos about plaintiff Reid and by posting new videos about plaintiff Reid. For the reason explained below, the court granted plaintiff second motion to enforce a settlement agreement. The court ordered the defendant Moore to completely remove the video that violate the settlement agreement. The court further orders that defendant Moore not to post any new web material that violates the settlement agreement. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Defendant Moore has continued violating the settlement agreement after the court's January order to enforce the agreement. Plaintiff met their initial burden for a contempt finding. Plaintiff showed that the defendant Moore violated a specific court order. The court ordered defendant Moore to show why he is not able to follow the court's order. If defendant Moore cannot show that he is unable to follow the order, the court may find him in contempt. In other words, defendant Moore may be required to pay fine if he fails to respond to this order and fail to remove the videos that violate the settlement agreement. Background: plaintiff sued defendant Moore for defamation, false light, invasion of privacy, public disclosure of private facts, and deceptive trade practices. Plaintiff alleged that defendant posts YouTube video accusing defendant Reid of various crimes. In December 2001, the party took part of mediation conference and settled the case. The court kept jurisdiction to enforce the agreement. The parties memorialized their settlement in writing in a written settlement agreement. All parties signed the agreement. The settlement agreement controls. The settlement agreement set a deadline for plaintiff and defendant to remove all internet content referring to opposing party. All right. After the deadline passed, plaintiff moved to enforce the settlement agreement. In that motion to enforce the settlement agreement, plaintiff alleged that the defendant Moore has not removed videos referring to plaintiff Reid. Plaintiff also alleged that the defendant Moore posts new videos referring to plaintiff Reid. In January 2022, the court granted plaintiff's motion to enforce the settlement agreement. Okay, I'm looking for what happened, what was said. Hold on. Let's see what was said originally in the case. Hold on. We're looking for that. That is what we're looking for. What was said in the case. Hold on. I gotta save this. Let's put this as Reid. Hold on. I have to save this so I can come back to the settlement part. I want to go read what actually he said in the case. 1 second. Let's go back. I'm going to go pull the case up. It's in the Northern District of Ohio. Let me go pull up my Pacers. Hold on a second, y'all. Here we go. We got the case. We got it right here. Oh, they just updated this as of yesterday, y'all. There was an update done yesterday. Whoa. All right, let's see what the initial complaint was. We got to go look at the initial complaint. Let's go look at the initial complaint. All right, here we go. I got it. Let's do what the complaint says. All right, this is what the complaint says. Are you guys in there? Are you guys hitting the like button? Yeah, hitting the like button. Are you guys hitting the like button? Come on now, hit the like button. Come on, let's get the likes up. Oh, you want my email? Okay. I get y'all give my email. This is my email. My mods get my email. That's my email, guys. Trying to speak with you about racial issue you spoke of. Okay, just send me something. Okay. All right. It sounds good. Let me go ahead and finish reading this because they wanted me to read this. They wanted me to read this complaint. What initially was said by the guy. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. All right, let's go in here. Okay, I'm gonna read the complaint. Okay, it has Larry Reid's name and address and all that. They both live. Larry Reid's in Georgia and the other guy's in Ohio. Okay. Introduction. This is a diversity action brought under the law of the state of Ohio seeking compensatory and punitive damage, declaratory judgment, permanent injunction relief, attorney fee, and costs arising out of the persistent, deliberate, and unprovoked campaign of online defamation harassment against the plaintiff and his business. Number 2, Larry D. Reid is an ordained minister, author, songwriter, gospel recording artist, a commentary on matters involving religious matters, and an online personality whose weekly YouTube broadcast reaches over 100,000 subscribers since at least December 2020. Mr. Reid has been the subject of an obsessive, vertical, and threatening series of YouTube videos posted by defendant Daryl Moore, who is a stranger to him. Number 3, in a rambling video in a live video stream that sometimes exceed 2 hours in length, Moore has repeatedly defamed Reid, falsely accused him of crime ranging from tax fraud to child molestation, expressed his desire to kill him, threatened to track Reid down at his Atlanta home, a threat which Moore made good. Ooh. And urge Reid subscribers directly and through innuendo to unsubscribe to his video cast. Y'all, don't that sound like something that's been happening to me? Y'all, don't that? Did y'all hear that? Hmm. Hasn't that been happening to me? Perspective. Did you hear that? It sure does, don't it, Marlena? It does. How many times they've been called? My day's coming, y'all. Shh, be quiet. Let me finish reading. Lisa 1000. His case is being investigated. No, it's not. The judge threw it out. Did you just read? I just read the thing. It just said it. All right, let me finish. All right. It says the video posted by Moore have been viewed extensively and some more than 19,000 times. And his defamatory statement have, among other things, caused Reid and his associate businesses to lose subscribers and revenue. Parties. Plaintiff, number 4, Plaintiff Reid is an at all time relevant was the natural person and a resident and citizen of the state of Georgia, with both his resident and his principal place of business is in the city of Atlanta in Fulton County, Georgia. Number 5, Plaintiff Reid Live LLC, LRL is an at all time relevant was a limited liability company organized and doing business under the law of the state of Georgia, with its principal place of business in Atlanta, Fulton County, Georgia. LRL neither has nor at any time relevant had branches, offices, or facility in the state of Ohio. Reid is a sole member. Number 6, defendant Daryl Moore is a natural person and a resident and a citizen of the state of Ohio with his residence in the city of Euclid. I don't know how to say that county, Ohio. Moore is not now nor was at any time relevant a city of Georgia of said no resident of city of the state of Georgia, not city, state of Georgia. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over this matter to 28 USC 1332 in that the amount of controversy exceeds 75,000 and the action is between citizens in different state. In that plaintiff reside and operantly solely in the state of Georgia, and so the sole defendant resident is in the state of Ohio. Number 8, venue in the court. Okay, we don't need to read that boring stuff. Let's see what the claims are. All right, facts common to all claims. Let's see. All right. As outlined in the summary above, Reid is a minister, songwriter, gospel recording artist, a commenter, and on matters involving religious matters, and online personality. Each week, he produces and appears in one or more YouTube stream video program on YouTube channel called Larry Reid Live. The program varies in length, but in the main tend to run an hour or more. As of 12th May 2021, the Larry Reid Live YouTube channel had 108,000 subscribers. Larry Reid Live and its role in Reid's commercial endeavors. 10. Episode of Larry Reid initially streamed live through past episode remain available on Larry Reid's live channel and may be viewed after the first initial stream. Episode generally follows a talk show format with monologues by Reid, discussions on a variety of topics described below, remote interviews with guests, music, and live calls with viewers who engage with Reid on the topic presented on the program. During each episode, viewers may comment online, and those comment appears in real time as text stream as it appears beside the video. 11. Reid discusses a variety of topics, most of which centers on faith, spirituality, gospel, personality, and spiritual growth, and the event and affairs in the faith community familiar to Reid and his viewers. Number 12. Reid does it in a humorous and relatable way intended to be accessible to the broad audience. Reid reviews books, discusses music, and comments on personality and trend in the ministry and events in the church, including what he considered to be pinnacle events of greed, his hypocrisy, and scandals. He also discussed general and non-religious matter, such as current event, culture happening, controversial topic, and politics generally. 13. Larry Reid Live, the online video series. Here afterward, the program is distinguish it from LRL, the entity. Began streaming in essential its present format in June 2016. It is freely available on YouTube and promoted in various ways, including by an associate business page on Facebook. The program has been since May 2019. Also provided additional exclusive content to paid subscribers. So far, approximately 300 episodes have aired. All right, this is boring. Let me finish going down. See, I want to see what he said about him. This is boring. Okay, let's see it. Beginning on December 2020, Moore began to dismantle a series of videos and live stream videos, which have persistently and with growing intensity leveled defamation and allegation against Reid, including false allegation that Reid was involved and has been involved in such unlawful activities such as child molestation, witness tampering, conspiracy, fraud, and obtaining government financial assistance through fraudulent representation, tax evasion and all tax fraud, and theft by deception. In addition, you know what? Wait a minute. Y'all, did y'all hear this? Yeah, are y'all listening? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? All right. So doesn't that sound like stuff that some of those people over there have said? Listen what he accused him of. You can't hear me? You said no sound? Y'all can't hear me? Hello? 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 No, I didn't I had paused for a minute because I was reading your messages. I'm sorry. I was reading your message. I'm sorry. I stopped for a minute. But did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This is what they accuse him of. Sounds like what some people have been doing over here to us. They accused him of child molestation, witness tampering, conspiracy, fraud, obtaining government financial assistance through fraudulent representation, tax evasion, tax fraud, and theft by deception. In addition, Moore has published and continues to publish additional defamatory allegations, not necessarily involving illegal conduct, but nonetheless calculating that and likely to bring Reid's reputation into a disreputable and to harm him in his profession. These statements have been repeated dozens of times on YouTube videos published by Moore, which have been widely viewed and have linked to and dismantled by third party, decimated to by third party. The video themselves remain on YouTube after they are initially streamed, so they are archived of false and defamatory information regarding Reid now exists online. Every day, new viewers can and do view the videos in many cases, then repost them or link them on other social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and elsewhere. Georgia counsel for Reid has sent cease and desist letter to Moore, demanding that he stop publishing false and defamatory statement regarding Reid and take down the defamatory videos that he has already posted on YouTube. Cease and desist letter has been sent on February 2nd, April 20th, and April 27th of this year. Moore has responded to these letters by denying that his statements are defamatory, refusing to take down existing video and refusing to refrain from publishing new one. He has also posted YouTube videos that makes light of the cease and desist letter. Sounds like Tasha K, don't it, y'all? Huh. Okay, Moore has defamed Reid in more than 24 videos and have been posted and have remained available on YouTube since December 2020. Some of these videos run for less than a minute. Many run over an hour and some more than 2 hours duration. The videos generally follow 1 or 2 format. Brief videos often depicted more as he drives a car, relating allegation against Reid in some summary form, and a long video in a studio setting with more seating at a chair, often with a still or live video inset beside him on the screen. Sounds like, ooh, child. Okay. Okay, there's a whole bunch. He did this. Oh, there's a lot of stuff he said about him. It's a lot of pages, y'all. It's too many pages for me to read. Oh, it's too many pages, y'all. You know, I just gave you I gave you a small snippet of it. Let's see what else he said down here. Making statement, compiling falsely, highly offensive. Excuse me. It's 21 pages of these things. But y'all get the pic. Y'all get a picture of it, right? Y'all get the gist of it all. Y'all get the gist of it all. Y'all get it? Y'all get the gist of it all. He said a lot of bad things about the man, and the man told him to remove it. He gave him a cease and desist. He gave him 3 cease and desist letters, and he ignored it. He did like Tasha K, tell him like basically wipe your butt with it type of thing, you know. So all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. It may not be the same over here. What is he saying? Hey, he says may not be the same. Here's the deal. You talk about racial injustice. I hope you speak with you in an email. Okay, send me the email. Okay. You said no? You can't see the email? Let me put the email up. It's Sparks, SPARKS 1565 @gmail.com. Sparks, S as in Sam, P as in Paul, A as in Apple, R as in Robert, K as in Kite, S as in Sam, 1565 @gmail.com. How about that? You're welcome. I look forward to hearing from you. So you guys, somebody says not like here. I was just looking at your message. How so? How is it just not like here? Who is this about? This is Larry Reid had he was suing a person who is spreading false rumors, defaming his name, and he sued them, and there was a settlement done, and the guy was supposed to take down all the videos, and he didn't take it down. But let me see something. There is something they just put into the court papers. Let me see what it says here. Hold on now. Because they just put something in there as of today. Yesterday, not today. Yesterday. Okay. Oh, the judge put an enforcement here. Let's see. Okay, the judge put an order for them to enforce the so he's gonna end up having to pay a fine. Yeah, he's gonna have to pay the fine. And we don't know what the hefty fine is going to be. He's going to have to pay the fine. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to pay the hefty fine. Yep. He's gonna have to pay the hefty fine. Because I just read the judgment from the judge. Yep. He's gonna have to pay the fine. Oh well. He got to take it down. He has to take those videos down. I don't know why they suit people to say stuff about people that's not true and then expect them to just sit back and do nothing. Yeah. Hey, Joycelyn. Um, yeah, I'm sparks1565 at gmail.com. Carolyn Sue, I'm sparks1565 at gmail.com. You're in the bushes and getting angry. What happened? What happened, y'all? What happened? Something happened in the chat. I don't know what's going on. But let me finish playing this video. Because that's what we came in here to hear, the video of what was going on. Guys, okay, hold on. There's some weird stuff going on in the chat. A distraction. Oh, okay. Y'all know what to do. Y'all get them. y'all got the power. I got the power. Okay. All right, let me finish playing. So you guys are those are coming in. There's some stuff that's been going on in regards to Bishop Whitehead. Him and Tasha K went on their live on IG, and Whitehead said some stuff, derogatory stuff, as well as Tasha K said some stuff. And some of the stuff that she said was really really not good. And so Bishop Jordan came on and he addressed some of that stuff too. But hold on.
But like one said that they had a relationship with me, meaning I'm not talking about a sexual loving or like a lover thing. But although I could have, because they were of age and I was divorced at that time, but they were 18 years old and they came into my house and they, whatever it is. And I know they called into that YouTuber's platform. And then two other people who I knew was in my church. And I was totally shocked at what they said, because they didn't even have as close a relationship as the main one. So that YouTuber did all that and put all that stuff. And this went on for 3 years. If you remember typing the chat on YouTube and Facebook, I remember this. I mean, they went on for like 3 years. And then eventually I'm like, okay. Because they talked about me like a dog for years. But when they started saying that I stole money, tax evasion, tax fraud, and these other crimes like fondling and child molesting, man, I had to take them to court. And I did, and I won, and the judge ordered to take it down. Now, I was friends with Tasha K through that whole process.
You hear this?
So she knows everything about it. She knows 100% that it's not true and even said it.
But now she
But I know she's mad at me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking. I don't care if they ever speak with her again. I don't hate her. I still love her. But I can't, the kind of person she is, I can't be friends with her.
You hear that? Did you hear what he said? He said the kind of person she is, I cannot be friends with her. So let me finish playing so he can tell you some of the things why he said what he said. Okay, here we go. So I know she just really, I know for surety now that she, I don't know what I did to her, but she, man. Because she has said 2 times. She said one time I was taking ministry money and getting my baby mama, who still lives in my home, saying that I'll buy her Birkin bags. She don't even have a Birkin. And another thing she said, hold on. Remember I had to raise money, because this was in 2018 or 19, when my lawyer, Olga, that's not my main lawyer. It's one of my lawyers. You know who Olga is, y'all. Remember, Olga was the attorney she took with her to court and lost with Cardi B. Guys, remember that? Well, Larry is the one who referred Olga to him. Olga to her. So maybe she's mad because Olga lost. Maybe she's mad. with Larry on that. I don't know. Maybe that's what she's mad with him about. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let me finish.
She's still on retainer? I think she is. Yeah, she still is. Gotta make sure it stays proper. Olga, yeah. That's the one that Tasha K says that me and her was having sex. You know what? I can't even. I don't know how. You know, they have put everything on me. Oh, today Tasha K alluded me having an incurable disease. This is, if you go to that case, it's a regurgitation of everything that YouTuber said. And if they have audio, I hope they play the audio, because this is going to prove that the audio came directly from that YouTuber. And in the case, it said that if it's in your power.
You know, Renee said, wow, I don't understand why people get mad at one and then want to air out their household. That is so sickly. You know what, Renee? I count it all as human being with error, with flaws. That's what I see it as. And it's a lot of it has to do with jealousy. And then the other one is they're trying to blow their channels up through negativity, and that brings more subscribers. That brings more views, because people like chaos. People like to dabble in the nonsense, because if it wasn't so, these numbers wouldn't grow. Even though people claim that they don't like drama, they do like drama, because they gravitate to it. They run to those channels, and those channels are booming. And that's a fact. People like it. As long as not them, they like people talking about people dogging other people out. They like that. It's entertainment for them. Hey, Daddy Lola. It's entertainment. And so that's why they do it. It may be sickening, but they do it because there's an audience for it. Because if it wasn't an audience for it, there would be no numbers. And these numbers are growing expeditiously. They're growing really big. And he was, Marlena. All right, here we go. There's an audience for this stuff.
That when somebody do something that they're supposed to say, take that down.
You said it's not. You said not always. Sometimes you just want to talk. You saying the bloggers wants to talk, or I don't know exactly what you're saying. You said not always. Sometimes you just want to talk. Looking up and moving on. I'm trying to understand your statement. All right, let me just go ahead and play, because everything's like behind the scene. I mean, a delay. So I'm going to go ahead and play.
It's in a case of defamation. So repeating anything that is in that document makes that person liable, especially by me coming up here live and saying now for the first time, because I never did through that whole case, that it's all 100% a lie. So at that point, we're able to now attach all these other people to this violation. And we're actually going to have to start a whole nother. But it's okay. I mean, if I got to spend the money, I just got to spend the money. I mean, the evidence is gathered. You said it. You did it. You knew it was not proper and true. But they did Cardi B the same way. It said she had, Lord, I forgot what they said Cardi B had. But whatever it was, she submitted a health record, according to what I read online, that disproved it. I also had to submit in discovery proof that I do not have HIV. And I hate to even have to say that, because I know some of y'all looking at me and you're probably like, don't say that. Don't even repeat. But I have to, because they're touting it. And Tasha K and Whitehead, if you notice, some of the things that they have said, even no matter how preposterous it is, these platforms are repeating and putting it in front of millions of people. So when they do, they need to have me saying all of that is 100% a lie, and it was all in a case that I won for defamatory statements. So when you go to this case, please put the case in there again. You go to the case, all of the things that they are saying are the things that are in the case.
Okay, so he's basically saying that the stuff that Tasha K and Bishop Whitehead, that what they said on that on their live was a repeat of what was already in the case, which were defamatory statements, and the judge has to ask the guy to take it down and all that kind of stuff. And he's saying those things are not true. So but now Tasha K is regurgitating some of that stuff and causing more stuff. So looks like they're gonna have a lawsuit. But she's in Africa, so how you gonna get a lawsuit on somebody all the way in Africa? I don't know. It's crazy. But let me finish playing.
You'll see my response when you do the paperwork. There's a home that I owned in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to forward it to when Bishop Jordan comes in, because one of the statements they did say was Bishop Jordan and Mr. Larry Reid were having some sort of inappropriate relationship, homosexual type of inappropriate relationship, which is a lie, because Bishop Jordan is going to address it himself. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Now, this is interesting.
Listen.
Let me email this to him right quick. Hold on.
So he's sending it to Bishop Jordan.
Okay. Instagram. At this point, I think it's a great time for everybody to go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube, type in Larry Reid Live, go to my page, and where it says live, if you see the red thing, go to that. And
she made her live private. That's why I can't pull it. I try to pull it up.
Taking calls.
I try to pull it up.
I'm gonna have to address the rest of this stuff too. So y'all come on over there, all right? You said I gotta watch.
So Bishop Jordan is about to come on now because
I just want to make sure no crime against children. No, I knew them when they were older. In fact, that's when they moved into one of my properties, and my assistant really was at the time was the one that was in the house. I was on the road. Yeah, that's just not true. Just go look at it. The court didn't look over all of that. You'll see. It ain't the truth. So come on over there. Oh, thank you for the badges. Y'all gave me some money over there. Hold on, come on, y'all. So now, as it relates to the conscious thing, I understand, because when I was fighting that particular vlogger, anything Conscious said, that blogger would take it as the truth, and he would get on his platform and tout it and add. Hold on,
Bishop.
Well, First Lady, you didn't have to come. I just want a bishop to come on because it was bringing him into it. You didn't have to come on.
But we're one flesh. This year will be 43 years that we've been married.
Wow.
Okay, Bishop Jordan is a bishop that is over Larry Reid. He's like his mentor. So one of the statements they made was that Larry Reid was having some sort of sexual relationship with Bishop Jordan, and so they're coming to address that. Him and his wife is coming to address that. So he just heard him said him and his wife been married 43 years. Will be 43 years, and just hear what the bishop. And I really, really liked the way the bishop addressed this. It was so classy, so peaceful. So and you guys take notes, because I mean, it was out of sight how he handled this. Listen.
And watch this. Everybody write this down. He is the husband of one wife. Let's start there.
Let me ask you a question. How does it bother you? Y'all, man.
You heard what he said. He is the husband of one wife. He is the husband of one wife.
Y'all have had every rumor told on y'all, so I guess this ain't no big one. I'm supposed to be your husband's boyfriend.
Larry, when I heard it, I had to laugh because I know the relationship, and I'm saying that is so strange, and it's weird because you're our son. I look at you as a son. My husband look at you as our son. So that would mean that we're having incest.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it's so wild and crazy and stuff.
You know, I said to my wife, I says, honey, says, I think you need to come in this one because people saw a photo or a video. I don't know how, you know, Larry probably posted it when he surprised me for my birthday.
Yeah, he came in the bedroom and kissed me.
And kissed me on the head, which you were part of setting that up.
Yeah, me and Larry.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in the background. I was the one that got him into the house. I said, come on into the bedroom, wait. And we tiptoed. So we planned it all.
And I know then people starting to put rumors out there then around that. But I think that the point we wanted to make, though, is that context is always decisive.
True.
And that when you're hearing stories and not getting the context.
Okay, Daddy Lolo asks, who is the person live we're listening to? We're listening to Larry Reid. We're listening to Larry Reid. Bishop Jordan is on here to address some of the lies that was told by Tasha K and Bishop Whitehead. They did a live on IG and they was like really putting some defamatory statements out there. So they're addressing those things right now. And it looks like there's going to be a lawsuit because you're going to hear towards the end what Bishop Jordan says to Larry Reid. Okay, just hold on, listen.
You will have a pretext.
True.
And you may find that you may be dabbling in the wrong subject. And so their context is always decisive. Even when you look at
okay, listen, in this, I don't know, some of you guys are new to my channel. In this channel here, we do not say anything negative about anybody, even if we're listening to it. We do not say stuff that is derogatory. We do not defame anybody. And if you have your opinion about a person, it's fine to have your opinion, but please don't put it in the chat that is derogatory. Now, if you're giving facts, yes, but not derogatory statement. Don't say something you don't know for a fact. Okay, let's be respectful of people and let's not defame anybody. Let's not defame anybody. I just like things peaceful. Now, if somebody's a liar, you prove they're a liar, then you can put liar in here. You get what I'm saying? But just let's not defame people that we don't know facts about, okay? I just want you guys to be a little bit nicer to people.
Scripture. There's a lot of times people take a scripture and preach from one verse of the scripture and never look at the context. And therefore, the scripture is taken out of sorts. So just to give context here, Larry, you probably would have never had met Mr. Whitehead if he had, if I didn't invite him into my home and into my space and into my world. And I know a lot of people saying, Bishop, they were warning me, Bishop, don't, Bishop, not. I says, wait, I've given all of y'all a chance. People told me not to fool with y'all.
That's true.
I says, there's enough love for all of us. You know, we just don't refuse or reject anyone. And I think one of the things is that I want to say to his father-in-law, Keith, who we've known. Keith used to be my security for years, him and his late wife. Beautiful people. Their families, beautiful family.
Yes,
their children are just stellar children. The daughters grew up in my church.
Singing.
And they sang. I had Asia and Ashley singing there at Lincoln Center.
Yes.
There. And they have been a family. So when Keith introduced me to his son-in-law at the time, he said, I want you to, kind of help my son-in-law. He really needs mentoring. And I say to anyone, everyone needs a mentor, everyone needs a coach.
Yes.
And what we're beginning to see here is when a person doesn't have a coach, they become reckless. I want everybody to type this in. Hurting people hurt people.
True.
You heard that. Hurting people hurt people. If you find a person that's constantly hurting somebody, constantly talking bad about somebody, they normally are people that are hurting themselves. And the only thing they know how to do is hurt others because of the pain that they're feeling inside within themselves. Hurting people hurt people. Take heed. Anybody that you see constantly want to hurt others, they're walking with a lot of pain inside. With a lot of pain. And you have to pray for them and ask God to help them get through some of the pain that they're going through. They don't know how. The only thing they know how to do is hurt others because they're walking around with so much pain. And sometimes it's hatred for themselves.
I want everybody to type that in right now. Hurting people hurt people. What do you say about that, Patty?
That is so true, because that's the only narrative that you have is hurt. I'm hurting. So in order for me to show myself true, then I got to go out and hurt other people because this is what happened to me.
Right. And I don't care who I hurt because I'm hurting. It's a cry for help.
Yes.
It's a screaming of pain. I acknowledged it at my birthday celebration.
Okay. Looking up and moving on. You said, excuse me? What happened? What happened? All right, I'll play this until I see what you're saying excuse me for.
Called his name out,
Yes,
even though
last
year, in a room of about 600 people,
yes,
and says, we want to support Bishop Whitehead. Community, let's wrap our arms, give a chance. I had him in my home. I've had him sitting at my dinner table.
late hours of the night.
Late hours of the night. Him and his wife came by, and we fellowship, and we're doing marital counseling. What's sad about this is...
Okay, moving on. What are you trying to speak about? Are you being disrespectful in the chat? Jackie says that you're being disrespectful. Let me go look back up and see what you're saying. Let's see. What's all of this? What is all these letters that you're pushing there? That's not the conversation I'm having. You're in the wrong conversation. Looking up and moving on. We're not having white privilege conversation. That's another topic that we're on. You're on off topic. Okay, just send me an email. Just send me an email. Give him a chance. Just Black Beauty, give him a chance. Because he's ain't trying to speak to me. Yeah, we're on a different topic. We're talking about what's going on with Tasha K. We're not talking about white privilege right now. You want that to be a topic? You can send me some commentary stuff on it, and we can discuss that. Okay, let me finish. And let's not get distracted because we're on one topic. Did you see the title in this thing? We're trying to stay focused. Let's focus, guys. Let's focus.
At one point when he told me, not to be around, he didn't like the people that were around me, and he dropped the F-bomb. I said, hold it. And I told him to lower his tone. I says, You
heard that, right? I guess Bishop Whitehead was at Bishop Jordan's home, and so he didn't like some of the people that was at the house. So he dropped the F-bomb word, and so Bishop basically chastised him. Hey, you don't say that kind of stuff. So this is what Bishop is talking about. Bishop Jordan is talking about that situation.
Get to tell me who I minister to. And just like I didn't let people malign your character, I'm not going to have you malign theirs. And he's proceeded to get loud. And I says, again, lower your tone. I'm an archbishop. And then I asked a question. I said, who made you a bishop? And And that's when he took it up to another level of getting overly excited. It was just a simple question. And the question, to give context, I just want to know who made you a bishop, because I wanted to talk to his maker. I was made a bishop by Bishop Reid. When people had issues or concerns about me, they went to my maker, Bishop Reid, your son, Bishop Bernard Jordan. Bishop Reid made me an archbishop. And I have served in this city, served in this community. I love Brooklyn. That's where I'm born and raised. I love this city. I have a church here in the city here in New York City. And I was just starting to say, as I'm stepping out more, let's get more people, pastors together in the community. Now this. I just want everybody to know, New York, this is not the way bishops perform.
No, it's not.
I'm reading a book now entitled When Narcissism Comes to Church.
Oh, y'all, did y'all hear that? When Narcissism Comes to Church. That's the book he's reading. When Narcissism Comes to Church. Maybe I'm gonna look for that book. I need to look for that book, y'all. And When Narcissism Comes to Church.
Yeah. And I'm beginning to see that there's a lot of narcissism. Some people need a platform. And when they can't, when the word that they teach or preach is not enough to make a platform, then they create drama in order to get a platform.
Whoa, did you hear that? They create drama in order to create. They make trauma in order to create a platform. Did you hear that? That was a powerful word right there. Did y'all? I'm gonna go back a little bit just for you guys that didn't get to hear what he just said. Let me see if I can inch it back a little bit. Okay, listen to what he just said. This is awesome. This is a good nugget of word right here. Hold on.
Larry, you probably would have never had met Mr. Whitehead if he had if I didn't invite him into my home and into my space and into my world. And I know a lot of people saying, Bishop, they were warning me, Bishop, not. I says, wait, I've given all of y'all a chance. People told me not to fool with y'all.
That's true.
I says, there's enough love for all of us. You know, we just don't refuse or reject anyone. And I think one of the things is that I want to say to his father-in-law, Keith, who we've known. Keith used to be my security for years, him and his late wife. Beautiful people. Their families, beautiful family.
Yes,
their children are just stellar children. The daughters grew up in my church.
Singing.
And they sang. I had Asia and Ashley singing there at Lincoln Center.
Yes.
There. And they have been a family. So when Keith introduced me to his son-in-law at the time, he says, I want you to, kind of help my son-in-law. He really needs mentoring. And I say to anyone, everyone needs a mentor, everyone needs a coach.
Yes.
And what we're beginning to see here is when a person doesn't have a coach, they become reckless. I want everybody to type this in. Hurting people hurt people.
True.
I want everybody to type that in right now. Hurting people hurt people. What do you say about that, Patty?
That is so true, because
Type that in the chat, y'all. Hurting people hurt people. Hurting people hurt people. Type that in the chat.
It's hurt. I'm hurting. So in order for me to show myself true, then I got to go out and hurt other people, because this is what happened to me.
Right. And I don't care who I hurt, because I'm hurting. It's a cry for help.
Yes.
It's a screaming of pain. I acknowledged him at my birthday celebration, called his name out.
Yes,
even though
last
year. In a room of about 600 people.
Yes.
And says, we want to support Bishop Whitehead. Community, let's wrap our arms, give it, give a chance. I had him in my home. I've had him sitting at my dinner table.
Late hours of the night.
Late hours of the night. Him and his wife came by, and we fellowship, and we're doing marital counseling. What's sad about this is, at one point when he told me, not to be around, he didn't like the people that were around me, and he dropped the F-bomb. I said, hold it. And I told him to lower his tone. I says, you don't get to tell me who I minister to. And just like I didn't let people malign your character, I'm not going to have you malign theirs. And he's proceeded to get loud. And I says, again, lower your tone. I'm an archbishop. And then I asked the question. I said, who made you a bishop? And that's when he took it up to another level of getting overly excited. It was just a simple question. And the question, to give context, I just want to know who made you a bishop, because I wanted to talk to his maker. I was made a bishop by Bishop Roy Brown. When people had issues or concerns about me, they went to my maker. Bishop Roy Brown, your son, Bishop E. Bernard Jordan. Bishop Roy Brown made me an archbishop. And I have served in this city, served in this community. I love Brooklyn. That's where I'm born and raised. I love this city. I have a church here in the city here in New York City. And I was just starting to say, as I'm stepping out more, let's get more people, pastors together in the community. Now this. I just want everybody to know, New York, this is not the way bishops perform.
No, it's not.
I'm reading a book now entitled When Narcissism Comes to Church. Yeah. And I'm beginning to see that there's a lot of narcissism. Some people need a platform. And when they can't, when the word that they teach or preach is not enough to make a platform, then they create drama in order to get a platform.
Heard that, y'all, right?
This drama can be positive or negative. Drama is drama, and this is what we are seeing. And my prayer is, is that someone, if he has a mentor, to speak with them and to tell him that is not the way to go, because you're doing more damage than good.
Yeah. The scripture says, follow peace with all men. And we've got to calm down some of our family members.
Yes.
We have children, we have grandchildren.
Yes.
And they can only say, wait, this man has eaten food at our home. He's been in our house. And it becomes like another thing.
Okay, those who are looking for the book, it's called Narcissism, When Narcissists Come to Church, right? And it's in Amazon. It's by Chuck DeGroat. D-E-G. Let me type it up and put it in class. Hold on, yeah. Let me put it inside the chat for you guys to get it. Here we go. There we go, right here. There we go. That's the book, When Narcissism Come to Church, Healing Your Community from the Emotional and Spiritual. There it is right there. Okay, that's the book, and it's on Amazon. Okay. Sounds good, guys? All right. Seek drama to get a platform. Yep, exactly, Juanette. That's, if you notice, it's a fact, because if you notice, all of the platforms that do all this extra drama stuff is the one that has a whole bunch of followers. If somebody's not doing drama, craziness, they're not going to have followers. They're not going to have it quickly, because eventually you're going to get people who's going to like the things that you get doing, even if it's totally positive. But it takes longer for you to grow your channel. But stuff that has all the drama and all that craziness, those platforms is filled with folks, filled with folks. They be having thousands of people in there because it's a mess. The mess going on. They like craziness.
Because we as members of clergy, we love whosoever will let them come. But I'm honored to have you as a spiritual son.
Yes.
And for the record, Larry and I have not slept together. If that what people are wondering about or assuming. But also, honey, what is also sad is that anytime we see two Black men get together, they're making relationship wrong. I think that's the danger. Because when we look in the scripture, Jesus hung out with his 12.
Yep.
And John was laying on the breast of Jesus. If we look at that scenario, and it was in the context today, would Whitehead be saying, Jesus, I cannot be a Christian or a follower of Jesus because you have a man laying on your breast. Mm-hmm. John is laying on Jesus' breast, mm-hmm. and he's so John beloved. Now, we even talk about John the Beloved. Mm-hmm. And so to make hugging wrong, I hug every man that comes into my life.
Hear what Bishop said. Listen to this, what Bishop says about the hugging. Listen what he said. He hugs every man that comes into his life, but listen what he said after that. Listen.
Yeah. I can't hug you, I can't trust you.
He said, if I can't hug you, I can't trust you. If I cannot hug you, I can't trust you.
If I cannot hug you, I cannot trust you. Now, we really supposed to do it the way the scripture teaches, as if we believe this Bible says, greet ye one another with a holy kiss.
Yes.
Right? There are some men I do kiss on the cheek. I kiss my son on the cheek. Yeah. He kissed me. He kissed me right on the top of my head. Right? Prophet Joshua. Some of my spirituals. But because a man kissed another man on the cheek, it does not have to be a sexual connotation. And I think a lot of that has to do with education. If we look at football, you watching football, the football player is tapping the other guy on the anus. No one goes, well, I don't know, maybe you do, but it never crossed my mind. Oh, he tapped him on the butt. Those two are in the bed together. I just don't know. And so I refuse to become homophobic. We do serve an inclusive community. Yes. Jesus said, whosoever will, let them come. We love all people. And I'm saddened to hear something calls all day. And yesterday, people said, please, Bishop, just don't answer. There's something on the internet. I said, it's what? I says, I'm not bothered by that. But I think that as an archbishop in the community, my wife and I, we love each other. We serve this community. And we love you, Larry. We love your platform. Yes. The other thing, too, is the Bible says you'll have the 100-fold return with persecution. And one of the marks of leadership is that there will always be the provoking of jealousy when you rise to the top.
Did you hear that? There's always the provoking of jealousy when you rise to the top. Did you hear that? There is always a provoke of jealousy when you rise to the top. Did you hear that?
What happens is, we can look at sports players. How many players that played that didn't have a coach? How many of them end up choking the coach? How many end up, because see, the coach do not cheer you for where you're at. The coach develops you for what you would become. So Keith, his father-in-law, just to put this in context, we go way back. His father-in-law does boxing lessons with him.
Okay, I'm going to stop this, but I just wanted to share you guys how Bishop Jordan addressed this whole thing that they try to put on him. But he also gave him advice that definitely he needed to go to his attorney and do what he has to do. And if it means for him to sue him, then he has to go ahead and sue them for the defamation of and the slander that they're doing on their name. So on that note, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and end. I'm at that 1 hour and 31 minutes thing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys that Tasha K is at it again, y'all. So she might be being drawn back into court. But here's the deal. She's in Africa, so I don't know how they're going to be able to do that. I don't know. All right, guys. Have a great night. God bless you. Love you guys. Bye.